13.8 billion years ago, a catastrophic explosion flung stardust infinitely outward, and the cosmos appeared seemingly out of nowhere. Streaks of colored gases painted the darkness, and the universe as we know it was revealed. Some 92 million miles from the sun, we find ourselves at planet Earth, nestled between Venus and Mars, the impeccably spherical blue orb we call home, our Eden. Planet Earth has seen the human race through every stage of our existence, and Mother Nature has nurtured us every step of the way. She gave us rain when we needed water, sun when we needed warmth, and shelter when we didn't have a home. And we've done nothing to repay her. We know that we are killing our planet, yet we continue to tear down trees and release toxins into the air as if we do not know, sweeping our injustices against nature under the rug, hopelessly optimistic that we'll be able to save our planet without changing the way we live. The Rotary four-way test helps us to examine the ethics of the things we think, say, and do. Through the use of these principles, I will take a closer look at the unbalanced human-Earth relationship. First, is it the truth that we're harming our planet? Absolutely. According to Greenpeace, an environmental organization, there is currently a pile of trash the size of Texas, floating like an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean by virtue of the 14 million pounds of trash we dump there every year. This pile of trash, built by you and me, is currently leaking pollutants into innocent wildlife. Americans buy around 39 million bottles of water a year. And according to that guilt-invoking Brita Filter commercial that I'm sure you've all seen, that's enough bottles of water to stretch around the planet 190 times. Now the problem with the bottle is this. It'll take about 450 years for one single water bottle to completely degrade. By then, that bottle of water will be older than the United States itself is today. It gets worse. According to the Union of Concerned Scientists, for every gallon of gas you put into your car, you also send 24 pounds of CO2 into the air. Carbon dioxide is the #1 contributor to the greenhouse effect. These gases get trapped in our atmosphere, further warming our Earth. Would taking care of our planet be fair to all concerned? Absolutely. According to Scientific American, pollution has been linked to a wide variety of conditions, such as obesity, asthma, and Alzheimer's. People who live in major cities with more traffic pollution have a significantly higher risk of developing lung cancer than people who live in smaller cities with less pollution. Decreasing this pollution, especially in major cities, would subsequently decrease our risk of certain illnesses. Decreasing deforestation would also be fair to the millions of animals who lose their homes and habitats every year. Would taking care of our planet build goodwill and better friendships? Of course. One of the definitions of goodwill is cooperation. And if we really want to save our planet, then it's going to take a large-scale, worldwide effort with all people coming together for a common goal. In fact, this has already begun. In November of 2014, two countries, the United States and China, came together with the goal of cutting carbon emissions by a quarter by the year 2025, a prime example of goodwill. The final portion of the four-way test begs the question, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Once again, yes. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, since the regulation and subsequent reduction of air pollution in the 1960s, Americans have avoided 860,000 asthma attacks per year, 160,000 premature deaths per year, and we've saved a total of $22 million in healthcare costs. In 2007, I was in the 4th grade. This was also the year that BBC Discovery's Earth was released. The film follows various species as they struggle to survive on Earth's rapidly changing climate. That year, the entire 4th grade took a field trip to see the film. Although this may sound a little corny, at 10 years old, I remember sitting there in that theater, in front of that huge screen, and watching all these polar bears fall off the ice into the water. And as the narrator rattled on about global warming and the melting ice caps, my 4th grade brain made some connections. And I realized that these animals were dying due to my actions. I mean, of course it wasn't my fault specifically that these polar bears were drowning, but indirectly, it was all of our actions combined that led to their fate. The significance of the story is this. Sitting in that theater, I realized the devastating impact that our actions can have on this planet and the life it sustains. There's a saying that goes, with great power comes great responsibility. We as humans essentially have the power when it comes to the hierarchy of life on Earth. And with that power comes the responsibility to protect and preserve this planet and the polar bears that live on it. But we can't just keep saying reduce, reuse, recycle, and save the polar bears without actually doing anything. So what can you do? Well, you can use both sides of a sheet of paper to save trees, or ride your bike to avert carbon dioxide emissions. Shower with a partner to save water. Enough said. Just got your new iPhone 6? If so, recycle your old iPhone 5 to keep it from becoming one of the 180 million phones dumped into landfills each year. According to 50 Ways, a website dedicated to educating the public on what they can do to help the environment, if every household in the United States replaced a standard light bulb with a compact fluorescent bulb, the decrease in pollution would be equivalent to taking 1 million cars off the road. These may all sound like small actions, but you've got to remember that when you've got 8 billion people all doing their small part, it can turn into something really big. And if we all do our small part, we could go down as the generation that literally saved the world. And we can finally repay Mother Nature for everything she's done for us. Thank you.